Go with hovering it immediately, so I don't think they're going to put too much thought into it. It's just going to be give me the cow, and let's see whether we can get through the early stages of the lane that could be a little bit more difficult, but I don't think you're going to get punished as much by a Xayah Leona lane in the early game anyway. So Hammerlife Esports, a lot of the things that they have historically loved, but DRX, a lot of tools to fight against it. Let's see how it goes. We hop onto the Rift for game one.
Frog tries to hide in the brush, as we already see.
Yep.
Saw the ping go down. The one thing that specifically for DRX I think does make me worry a little bit is that Viego traditionally excels when you play him with picks that provide great lockdown and burst so that he can start up with his resets. And outside of linking up with Leona, it doesn't really feel like you have a lot of those tools, right? Feared and then win the trade that way. His CSing has been a bit unfortunate though. Action towards the bot side of the map.
Viper taking a lot of damage from Teddy here. Very aggressive, down sub 200. Splitter and Teddy really starting to put the screws in. Delight at full health, but with Viper not being able to follow up on too much, could be a little bit dangerous here. As DRX holding their own. Sponge going to be able to grab himself the Rift Scuttler as Peanut does spot him.
Sponge now does actually need to use the time allotted to him. He can either look for a gank towards the bottom side of the map, but I think Viper is going to try and play this very, very safely, and this is a Zeri.
All right, let's see how she goes. Nice on the E there from Pleta. Able to get in with the Zenith Blade, but Viper just skates out and he's Zeri. Yeah, walls.
Cleanse will get forced out, which might give a level 6 all-in angle for Pleta and Teddy, and the Dragon should be taken here by DRX. Oh, they are looking...
I need to teach my mind to factor in cleanse more often now that the cooldown is a bit longer. As DRX, they were thinking about going for it here, but Zeka able to get that roam over. Yahoo very far away from that mid lane.
This wave
does finally turn up.
Life is missing out a little bit here.
Yeah. Still prioritizing this one quite a lot as Delight goes in. Flash out immediately from Pleta, but there's still the cease and desist coming in. Extendo Beam gets a fair bit of work done as Pleta trying to turn a Peanut. Goes down for first blood. Pleta able to get that kill as well, as now Sponge turns into the Vi and is able to take down the Zeri. More of these resets coming forward, but I don't think they're going to be able to get too much more. And the Dragon loses interest in the battle completely. DRX come out ahead. That is going to be very powerful here for Hammerlife Esports, especially with Zeka on this Tristana. A lot of pushing threat from this squad already.
Sponge, cheeky steal?
Perhaps, but no, not going to be the case. There's now Frog once again getting burnt, but doesn't actually get the Impale fully underneath the turret. That was a bit of a weird situation there.
Yeah, so he got the Impale, and then Doran flashed out immediately. There wasn't no follow-up either, so I don't think he would have been able to kill him by himself as a rule. Pleta.
All right, going for it here as he does Hex Flash over that wall. Viper gonna get Solar Flared, immediately cleanses that one, but there is more CC to come on through here as in comes Sponge, and yeah, Viper is just going to skate away. That is a wall, even though it does look like a pit of doom.
Cove Gaming!
Yeah, that's a bit of cliff skating as well there from Viper. You do like to see that one.
It's like a skating game, but it's more edgy.
Yeah. It's like with those new, okay, never mind. We got a bit of a dive here towards the bottom lane as Frog gonna flash out of the way, avoids the equalizer quite well as Yahoo. He came in with the teleport, so he will be able to keep his top laner alive, but no one dead on the side of Hammerlife Esports, and they get the teleport at this point in time. And I just love that we're talking about this DRX roster that was struggling to get any wins at all in spring. But being capable of maybe getting something done here as there is a two-man Impale like you were talking about. Doran trying to offer the damage back. Cease and desist comes down. He's very tanky, but not quite tanky enough. And the turret juggling was beautiful. Doran just wanders his way out. DRX a bit too late on the play. Sponge will be able to even things out, or at least might be able to even things out by taking this Dragon as Zeka moves on over. Gets the control ward down, and I think Sponge might have to get himself out of here. Nice little stun here onto Zeka as he closes the gap. Viper's moving down though, and Heartbreaker to come in. Zeka gets himself out, and do they manage to get this? Extender Beam comes in, and the smite a little bit too early there from Sponge, and Peanut comes on over and locks it down. Oh dear, Viper's now ulted on top of Teddy as well as it's starting to fall apart for DRX. He wants to stand his ground, but I don't think he's going to be able to do so, and there it is. He gets the Feather Storm. That's all Viper wanted. And Doran's going to come in here as well. So it's our first honest 5v5 as in goes Delight, finds a decent Pulverize as Yahoo tries to flash away. It's a decent ulti, but it's a better couple of kills for Zeka. And the Skarn able to answer one back onto Doran, but already it is a one fight for Harmalife Esports. Oh, never mind. They might be able to turn it here onto Delight, but never mind. Sponge going to be taken out and Delight walks away. Frog now is just going to get burned down as he's running the wrong direction, and it's another kill for the Tristana. Massive, almost a quadra kill if we had time on our side for Zeka, who now moves up to 4-0-2.
Because it's so insanely strong.
Oh yeah.
It looks like that's what they're going to do, but they don't have vision, so they're going to need to find a miracle fight here.
Yeah, there's the flash out from the Solar Flare, so Doran not going to have that available right now. Sponge wants to get in and go for some sort of steal, but he's going to get pushed away. That is going to be that soul point that you were talking about. Equalizer onto 4 is fantastic, but the flashes out get DRX out of there. And they will be able to get themselves this outer turret in the mid lane. So it's not all bad news, I guess. Pulling back that gold lead a little bit, but as far as the future is concerned, it's looking more and more dire. That soul point just so powerful.
But that was unfortunately not his highlight series. But right now, he is doing a great job as, oh, Frog.
Yeah, Frog might be in a little bit of trouble here. Cease and desist comes down. He's going to acquiesce. Does impale a couple of people, but yeah, no, he's really dead. And that is now going to be Harmalife Esports turning that into another turret. These 5 grubs really doing work for Harmla right now.
Skarner, a pick that remains extremely high prio, and I think justifiably so, is Delight. Might have to ult here.
Getting engaged on here a little bit. In fact, he's just going to turn it. Teddy's going to get blown up in an instant. Pletter to go down as well as now Viper. It's his turn to get a few of these kills. A double already set up as now he just skates on in and looks to execute Yehu. He's going to be able to help Zeka grab that one. And Frog, he's spared this time around, but he is the only one left standing. 3 full items now and does have that luxury QSS's. Sponge could just be dead. Yeah, he's just dead. Frog is going to come in, and yes, he will pay for it, but I think going 1 for 1 in that instance, you're going to be feeling okay with it. As now Peanut looking to try and turn this one. Viper from over the wall just safely free hitting onto DRX. Frog going to get slowed down. Pletter as well, as that extendo beam got so much value, and this inner turret is not here, so cease and desist comes down. Yehu just finds himself gap closed on. Peanut almost falling down, not quite going to go though, as Harmalife Esports push further forward. Teddy just trying desperately to do something, but it is just a double. 7, 1, and 6 for Viper, and Harmalife Esports will break open the base. He's just struggling, walking down this red carpet,
Ignore
and it's not where he wants to be. Is Buster Shot actually going to be used against Zeka considerably here? Thankfully, they're really far ahead, so it doesn't actually matter as he crab raves on his way out. Man, that was almost really weirdly done from Zeka and almost caused his demise, but they're 12,000 gold ahead, so it doesn't matter.
Harmalife.
5 members of Harmalife Esports, finally, they have found their way. They found the map. And now they're looking to try and break open this top lane as well. Delight just being that front line, and there is the Pulverize onto 2. Equalizer is beautifully placed at the same time as now Viper is just going to dash in and burst fire them all down. It's a double. The other AD carry going to get one as well, and he's now skating over the Nexus, getting shot at by 2 Nexus turrets without a care in the world. That is going to spell the end of the game as Frog versus Doran. We're going to watch that instead of the Nexus dying because it was a little bit more interesting. Some teleports going out, and that's the Harmalife Esports we're expecting to see this week. DRX, the pressure looked like it got too much for them, and you could see exactly that moment at about 15 minutes into the game where it all just started spiraling out of control.